Mr. Speaker, I've heard my colleagues say that government should go and borrow and pay the cocoa farmers. That is what they've been advocating for. Mr. Speaker, it is this same borrowing that our colleagues took and eventually landed Ghana in the state of bankruptcy. At least history will teach you that when you are a landlord, it's better to provide food every day than to provide jollof rice one day and starve your children for the rest of the days. Mr. Speaker, what we are doing is simply attempting to balance the equation and give the farmers what is due them. I heard a ranking member say that you should forward sale. Forward sale is an element of hedging. But as you are forward selling, whoever is buying it is also forward buying. And he says that, look, we knew that the price will go low. So because the price will go low, sell the price or sell the produce today. If you are a buyer and you know that the price will go low tomorrow, will you buy it today? No. This is common tribe knowledge. This is common tribe knowledge. So this attempt at forward sale, it doesn't work. Mr. Speaker, when we left office, we had a complaint from the then administration that the debt was 19 billion. You told us that it was not sustainable. Did you not say that? Today you've taken the debt to 36 billion and you think that that is sustainable? If 19 billion was not sustainable, how do you think that 36 billion is sustainable? You had 8 years to deal with the situation. One, you reduce the tonnage because your revenue is a function of price and quantity. Even when the price comes down, on your revenue and your quantity shoots up, you will get that revenue. And so if you reduce the quantity from almost 1 million to about 500,000 and you couldn't even syndicate the loan, and you leave such a burden to the NDC administration, and we are taking pragmatic steps to solve the problem, the least you can do is to commend the Mahama administration. If you can't do that, excuse me, Mr. Speaker, you shut up. This attempt to politicize this cocoa issue will not wash today, will not wash tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, the farmers know better. We are not shortchanging the cocoa farmer, and that is a fact. We are not shortchanging the cocoa farmer. All you are asking us to do is to go and borrow money and come and top up to the 80% to 90% the cocoa farmer is getting. Today, when you go to the international market and you sell the cocoa, we are giving the farmers what is due. The only problem is that the prices has come down. And because the prices has come down, when you give them 80% of the price, it will seem as if it is small. But there is something known as real purchasing power in economics. Mr. Speaker, if I receive 100,000 and the price of cement is 100,000, it means I can buy only one bag. But if I receive 80,000, that is a reduction. But if the price of cement is 70,000, I'll buy one bag and still have 10,000 left. This is simple economics. Class 1 economics, Form 1 economics, in the University Economics 101. So yes, it's true. The amount of money the cocoa farmer from the face value might look small. But I prefer a gallon of fuel selling today, yes, Mr. Speaker, at 9 cedi than when it was selling at 23 cedi under Baumia. I prefer a bag of cement selling at 82 cedi than when it was 104 cedi under Baumia. Mr. Speaker, when you fry it, when you bake it, when you roast it, when you toast it, this administration has done far better than the MPP administration, and you have no cause to complain. On that note, Mr. Speaker, on this auspicious note, and let me commend the finance minister for being pragmatic and for being real. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I'm grateful.
John Jinapor was on his feet. Mr. Speaker, he used an offensive word. Mr. Speaker, the words that came from you, honorable colleague, hold on. Colleague, you are also a minister and we are to accord you all respect. You cannot refer to your colleagues that if they disagree, because all we're saying is in disagreement of government decision, and then you are saying that we should shut up. No, those were your words. You see, you use the word bro. Honorable colleague, Mr. Speaker, it is not an appropriate phrase.
Minority Leader, let me try and see if I can repeat what he said. He said that upon all that has happened, if you would not support the steps being taken in the cocoa sector, then you would have to shut up. Excuse me, you have to shut up. That's what he said.
Mr. Speaker, we speak for the cocoa farmers. So you are saying the cocoa farmers should shut up? No, I want to know. No, I just want to know. No, Mr. Speaker, I want to know. Are you saying no, Mr. Speaker? The word shut up, Mr. Speaker, he is right here. You should clarify.
The word shut up is used in relation to colleagues, not cocoa farmers.
Mr. Speaker, so who was he referring the shut up to? Mr. Speaker, you should let us know.
This is eating into the
no,
time.
Mr. Speaker,
well, let me give him the floor. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I am never a difficult person. And you know it. And I never meant to attack the minority. I said, Mr. Speaker, if you don't appreciate what you are doing, excuse my language, then you shut up. If that is offensive, Mr. Speaker, I withdraw it. It doesn't hurt anything. I withdraw it in its entirety, and I stand by my words. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I think it's important that we call a spade a spade. Mr. Speaker, what is happening today in our country with regards to the cocoa sector is a direct consequence or result of gross mismanagement, poor governmental judgment, lack of understanding of the international cocoa trading by the government. Mr. Speaker, that is purely what it is. It has nothing to do with all the things the majority leader pointed out. It is clearly a result of mismanagement. And Mr. Speaker, I will explain. Mr. Speaker, the cocoa sector and the cocoa industry is older than our country, Ghana. It's as old as Ghana, if not older, Mr. Speaker. It was very central in the issues which animated our forebears when it came to the struggle for independence. Mr. Speaker, 1 million Ghanaians are involved in the cocoa sector. Directly and indirectly, we are talking about 4 million Ghanaian livelihoods when it comes to the cocoa sector of our country. Mr. Speaker, look, the experts have discussed this matter. They've come to a firm conclusion. The reason why we are in this mess is because, Mr. Speaker, the government made a poor judgment when it comes to trading. They had the opportunity to engage in forward sale. They didn't. Mr. Speaker, they had the opportunity to engage in spot sale when cocoa price was $11,000 per ton. They just did not understand the industry. They did not understand the sector. Mr. Speaker, the question about debt, cocoa debts are as old as the sector and as old as the industry. Mr. Speaker, when the MPP government, the Akufo-Addo government came into office in 2017, the Akufo-Addo government inherited a debt of 19 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, indeed, in 2018, there was a debt. The government of Ghana paid cocoa farmers. In 2020, Ghana had a debt. The government of Ghana paid cocoa farmers. Indeed, last year we had debts. We still pay cocoa farmers. It has nothing to do with debts. Mr. Speaker, it has everything to do with judgment. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, and poor decision making and mismanagement. Mr. Speaker, today, Côte d'Ivoire, our sister country Côte d'Ivoire, almost same population, same industry dynamics. They don't even have premium cocoa. Ghana has premium cocoa. Cote d'Ivoire, in spite of the so-called external factors, in spite of the so-called external shocks and external reduction in international price of cocoa, Cote d'Ivoire today is maintaining their price and paying more to their farmers than Ghanaians are paying. The Ghanaian government is paying to cocoa sectors.
It is true. It is true. It is true.
Mr. Speaker,
You can write it down.
Mr. Speaker, thirdly, never in the history of our country, since President Kwame Nkrumah's time in 1957, have we had such a reduction in cocoa prices in our country. Mr. Speaker, I want to repeat because it has to get home, and the government has to be humble and courageous enough to accept this truth and reality that what we are having today in Ghana generally and the cocoa sector in particular is because of mismanagement. Mr. Speaker, it's because of a lack of understanding of the sector, and indeed it's because of poor judgment when it comes to trading in respect of cocoa. The government must acknowledge that. Mr. Speaker, as I say, we've never had a situation where cocoa prices have reduced in the manner that they've reduced today. Mr. Speaker, what the minority have asked for and what cocoa farmers are asking for, it's not grammar, it's not settings, it's not gimmickry, it's not PR. It's been 11 months. We've had a lot of that. We've had enough of that. What we are asking for and what cocoa farmers are asking for is that they want it. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude, and I conclude on this fundamental point that they want the bailout. Mr. Speaker, they want government to cut down on expenditure when it comes to the cocoa industry, when it comes to cocoa management. You cannot ask cocoa farmers to take a haircut when you are buying land cruisers at Cocoa Board. You cannot ask cocoa farmers to take a haircut when you are renovating your offices. You cannot ask cocoa farmers to take a haircut when the entire value chain is saved. There are no cuts in the entire value chain, and the poor cocoa farmer rather takes the cut.
Please, your time
and
is
therefore,
up.
Mr. Speaker, I really want to conclude, and I hope the majority leader will take this to cabinet, that the president and the government should have the courage, the honesty and sincerity to accept that the reason for the cocoa price cut is because of mismanagement and incompetence. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The gravamen of the submission from this side of the House is that just as Cabinet convened on an emergency basis to announce a reduction in the prices, we are asking Cabinet to reconvene and restore the bag price to 3,625 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, for those of us from the cocoa growing villages, this is not a matter of FOB 70%, 90%, or some of the technical jargons being put here. This is a matter of life and death for many cocoa farmers. Mr. Speaker, early this morning I got a call from a gentleman named as Kofi from a village known as Pabwedi No. 2 in my constituency. He has taken 200 bags of cocoa from cocoa farmers. He's a purchasing clerk and has made those 200 bags available to the deal. After this announcement, the cocoa farmers say they know they've sold their cocoa at the old price of 3,625. And the deals are now telling them that because Cocoa Board has not evacuated, they are going to buy it at the new price. What this means, Mr. Speaker, is that for a purchasing clerk like Kofi, who has taken 200 bags of cocoa, he alone is now making a loss of about 200,000 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, how many of us here, members of parliament, ministers of state, can bear a loss of 200,000 Ghana cedis and survive? This is a matter of life and death for many people. It is not a simple matter of some of the numbers that are being bandied about. Mr. Speaker, the result of this decision is that, first of all, there's going to be poverty in the local communities where cocoa is the mainstay of economic activity. About 1 million Ghanaians are involved in the cocoa growing sector. And when you cut every bag by 1,000 Ghana cedis, their income is what you are cutting, Mr. Speaker. In the years ahead of us, what you are going to realize is happening is that the motivation for a lot of young people to go into cocoa production is going to wane, Mr. Speaker. In previous times, I remember, I think in the 2018-2019 year, cocoa prices on the world market went down. I was in that cabinet meeting when Yao Safo-Mafo, then senior minister, put up a strong advocacy that it cannot be that the government of Ghana will look cocoa farmers in the eye and cut their prices. And true to it, the government did not cut cocoa prices. In fact, prices rose from 475 Ghana cedis or so to about 3,100, despite the reduction in prices sometimes on the global market. Today, it is shocking to hear our colleagues on the other side say global or external factors. A few years ago, when we were telling them about the impact of external factors, they were laughing and saying that it is not possible. Today, they want to rely on external factors as a basis to cut cocoa prices by 1,000 Ghana cedis per bag. Mr. Speaker, another thing that is going to happen in the cocoa sector is that trust and credibility when it comes to policies in this area is going to suffer. Today, the government is starting conversations about introducing local financing. Who is going to have confidence in the ideas that you are mentioning when in the same cocoa year, you promise the people a price of 3,600 only to, in that same year before it ends, reduce it to about 2,500. Mr. Speaker, I conclude by this submission. Our colleagues on the other side, when they were in opposition, promised the Ghanaian cocoa farmer that what is due them is actually 6,500 Ghana cedis. Their 3,600 did not even meet the 6,500 they promised. And now even the 3,100 that the previous administration left for them, they want to now cut it down to 2,500. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the 1 million cocoa farmers of this country, we beg them to go back to cabinet and restore the 3,625 Ghana cedis for the cocoa farmers. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.